Alright, welcome back to Missing Persons TV. I'm Brian Ladd with my co-host Deborah. Today's Tuesday, July 7th, 2009, 10:32 p.m. We did have 3 cases scheduled for tonight. Deborah just let me know that 2 of them have already been found. They are cases 714, Jaslyn Morales, and case 717, Nathalie Alonzo. They were located some time ago. My mistake. So we won't be covering those cases tonight. But we will be covering case number 715, and that's Tangia Hussein. Gail St. John's on the phone with me right now, and of course Deborah and Kevin Doyle. So is everybody here?
I'm here.
Okay. And Deborah, I know you're there.
Yes.
So sorry about that, guys. We don't need to cover the cases. They were found both safe, right, Deborah?
Yes, safe and unharmed.
Good. So anyways, we're going to be covering case 715 tonight, and then we got Gail on the phone. Well, we'd like to talk a little bit about Tracy Ocasio and possibly Jennifer Kessie. Gail, you're back. You're safe in Ohio. How's everything going?
It's going good. I mean, you know, still working on the case, so I mean, it's not anything that we're walking away from. I have people there that are going to be, you know, continuing the search.
Okay.
If I do get a chance to go back, it probably wouldn't be until September.
Okay. But now you still have Cindy down there. Cindy lives in Orlando, right?
Correct.
Okay. Speaking of Cindy and speaking of the Tracy Ocasio case, my wife Samantha, she gave me, she had a dream the other night about Gail, specifically about Gail. She actually wrote it down, and this is the first dream that she's really ever had that she's recorded, and then let alone about Gail. And she told me she wasn't thinking about Gail, and nothing that's on the dream actually had anything to do with what we've been experiencing locally or here recently. So I scanned that. I put it on the Tracy Ocasio case. I'll probably put it on the Jennifer Kessie case too. But what she's got here is some type of drainage system. To me, it looks like drainage pipes, maybe corrugated pipe. And then she's got canal, slope, and then some water connecting where the water comes out. So she drew that. And Gail, what were you saying about what she's drawn?
Well, you know, it's funny that she did that because while I was there, I was looking at a lot of these exact things because it bothered me every time I got by one, so I kept looking in.
Mm-hmm.
So she very well could be right.
Okay.
It does coincide with, you know, what I was doing.
Okay. So you're sending that to Cindy, and possibly Cindy can check out some of those areas that might
right.
fit this drawing.
There's a lot of places that fit this, so yeah, I'll get Cindy out,
okay,
and she'll be checking those.
All right. Now, once again, I scanned this and I put it on the Tracy Ocasio case. So if anybody wants to see that, it'll be the big blue drawing on the bottom of the Tracy Ocasio case, which is case number 764. I'll put it on the Jennifer Kessie case too, because I think they're related. I know that's not the popular opinion, but I think they're definitely related. And I also have that other case, Deborah, and I'll be posting that tonight too, and opening it up. And sorry it took me so long to get to it, but I've just been sort of lazy lately. Okay, Deborah?
Okay, for those that are wondering, that would be for Onda Christopher George, and
yes.
He's been missing, I believe, since February 12th.
Mm-hmm.
And
now, he's the suspect in the case, though.
No, one of the last people to see.
Okay, he's not a suspect.
George is the suspect, James Hadaway.
Okay.
So
right.
they're seeing that there could be an awful lot connected to
I
James
am
Hadaway.
completely confused when we keep bringing that up, and I don't know why. I guess when I post the dream drawings and stuff, I'll maybe kind of figure something out, but I don't know.
Well, and it's really sad with Chris George case that when people first started realizing he's missing, as far as like on the internet and in the news,
mm-hmm.
was when he was brought up in the articles for Tracy being missing. So he was missing for months, and the things that, you know, if you were to Google him and, you know, search for information for him on the net, the only things coming up were where he's listed in the articles regarding Tracy being missing. So I'm glad that there's some attention on that now, mm-hmm. you know, and
that'll be, I think that'll be case 775, I believe. I'm not sure, I'll double check, but I think that'll be 775. Okay, so anyways, Gail's back. Now, Gail, you have an event coming up over the weekend, next weekend. You want to talk about that real quick?
I'm going to be in Chicago doing the John Edwards style sessions there, along with private readings for people that are, wanting to get a private reading. So when we do them, it's at a huge discount. It's $100 a person for a private for an hour session, in person. So it's always an interesting weekend. I'll work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Privates are during the day, and the John Edwards style session is in the evenings.
Okay, so if somebody wants to attend that, they'd actually have to email you, right?
You can email me via my site, www.psychicgale.com.
Okay. All right. Thanks, and good luck with that.
Thank you.
Deborah, you got kittens, right?
Yes.
Okay,
on Sunday, our cat Corky had 6 kittens. Sunday morning.
Okay, there is a picture of them. 1, 2, 3. You said there's 6?
Yes.
Okay. Look really cute.
Oh, they are so cute. 2 opened their eyes today. I don't know if they can see anything, but they opened their cute little eyes today.
Okay. Well, that's great. My little kitten's running around here somewhere. Got him some food today at Walmart. Actually, he's Samuel's kitten, but he's 9 weeks old now, I think. Okay, let's get this started. Thanks, Gail. Were we supposed to do anything else? Oh, Tracy. Okay, Tangia Hussein. You're going to stay on for that, right?
Yep.
Okay. Let me get the case open in the picture. All right, this is case number 715. Tangia Hussein. The case was open on April 2nd, 2009. Deborah, what information do we have so far for Tangia?
Tangina Hussein has been missing since October 2nd of 2008. Her date of birth is April 10th of 2006. She is 3 years old now, and she is 3 feet 2 inches tall, approximately 35 pounds. She has brown eyes, black hair. She's missing from Detroit, Michigan. She was last seen at about 9 o'clock at night. And they listed here that she was last seen at the Marathon gas station in Detroit, Michigan. Now, I remember when we did mapping for this, and there is controversy as to if Tangina was actually at the Marathon station.
Okay. What station was that?
Pardon me?
What was the name of it again?
The name?
Yeah. Of the gas station.
Oh, the Marathon gas station?
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. She has a scar on her upper lip and on her chin. She was last seen wearing a brown long-sleeve shirt with a cartoon character on the front, white cargo pants, and gold sandals. What happened was Mom's boyfriend, Mom had been working at the mall. I'm going from memory here. I remember when we were working on this case, there was an SOS radio show for Tangina. She had been working at the mall, and I believe it was Mom's boyfriend that had Tangina, and he is on the surveillance at the Marathon station, going into the station and buying things inside. I remember juice was one of them, juice for Tangina. He bought a few items, and then he's on the surveillance, and they're leaving the station, going in and out of the convenience store. So they've got him, but as far as Tangina, they don't have surveillance of her there at the convenience store at the Marathon station. He claims that she was in the car when he went in, and when he came out, she wasn't. This is the case that I was referring to when Jada Justice went missing some weeks ago in Gary, Indiana, and the cousin, Mom's cousin, that was babysitting her, said that she went in to buy a gallon of milk in the convenience store, and when she came out, she was gone. And I remember telling you that, borrowed the script from the Tangina Hussein case. It just seemed like the same thing. And, it doesn't seem right in Tangina's case, and it didn't seem right in Jada's, and it turned out Jada was not there.
And I'm going to tell you something, Deb. From the beginning on that case, I never felt that Tangina was there.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember when we were discussing it, the radio show, working on it, mapping, going through all that, and it just does not make sense.
Okay, I just opened the teamwork case, Gail, on this too, so I'll cover that here in a second too.
Okay.
I got that. I just found that too. I'm glad I just did. Let's go to what I initially had on the case. These are dream drawings from April. I guess April 1st, 2009. The first one is a drawing of a man. It says Army took train to Fort Wayne. I believe Fort Wayne is Indiana. The next one says Tower Cubes. In that it says TOW and then ER on the bottom. Actually, there's the word tow there too. Could some type of tow truck or something like that. Not exactly sure, but it's a drawing of some type of building or something like that. And on the bottom it says cubes, and I don't know what that means. Then going to the teamwork case that we have. So we actually have two different cases, the same case open but in two different areas. The other areas when Gail and I worked, and so did Dalton, Reggie, and Travis. Gail, I have your notes these are from October 7th of 2008 on the radio show. Do you want me to read those?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Your notes say deception, you felt ill. Not a very good outcome. Person, child was with not good. I think. I don't know what that means. Maybe I wrote. I can't read my own writing. Male, child was missing many hours prior. Okay, you said you think you said the timeline was off. Abuse,
right.
Abuse in history, and then you got abuse again. Not planned, something happened. Person knows where this child is. House, small yard, the letter D, and then you got the letter D again, and it could be a street. I think this is when we started our mapping. Shed behind house has something to do with child. Drove in circles, undecided. Remember, sorry, this is my handwriting, and I write terrible. Abandoned station. Railroad tracks by water. But then once again, abandoned station, rail port not used. I think we're talking about. I don't know why it says port. I think we're talking about the railroad tracks themselves were not being used. Person familiar with the tracks. Once again, the railroad tracks again. Last known place northeast of reports. He was not concerned. Oh gosh. When he saw the child, when he was not concerned when saw the child, and it's not even that. It's my bad handwriting. Plus, it's really overexposed somehow. Dale, when child went missing, was not. I think the person you're talking about was not surprised when the child went missing. West Inkster, I-N-K-S-T-E-R-E, Inkster. Can we hear go again?
I know where that is.
Inkstern, S-T-E. Okay, you do?
No,
okay.
Inkster.
Inkster. Go back.
I'm very familiar with it.
Go back to morning happened. Oh, I'm sorry, Gail. This is how terrible my writing. In daylight, 3 a.m. I don't know, guys. Just go. I'll put a link to the case. That's what it says. Gail, you seem to know more than I do. Help me out here. We did some mapping. We got those places. I think Deborah did this too, didn't you, Deborah?
Yes, and I
Okay.
I remember quite a bit myself.
Oh, help me out here, please.
Okay,
I'm looking at the same case file you guys
train
are.
station,
Okay.
You talked about a train port. I remember it's not just railroad tracks that weren't being used. You talked about there possibly being like a train stop.
Okay.
And that was not a little building type thing there, type
Okay.
train stop area, some sort, or a port, that it goes through, but that it wasn't in service anymore.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that was Brian's information?
No, that was
That
yours.
was mine?
Mhm.
That
Okay.
was yours. That was
Okay.
yours.
Sometimes I don't remember stuff I say. Like
I don't remember anything. I'm just saying that
We talked
was
about
yours.
something happening in the morning. Now, when this happened, it happened at night. 9 something at night was the last time she was seen, and the strange thing is with the surveillance video in the convenience store, he went in and he came back out, and then he went to pick Mom up from work without telling anybody that
The child was missing.
And then picked Mom up from working at the mall, and then they went back to the convenience store, and they started raising heck in there and wanting to know if they had it on surveillance, you know, with him being in there and that type of thing.
Well, yeah, because he went in and bought the juice and did the stuff.
And you said that she didn't go missing that night. And the other thing is, you know, who does that? You know, this whole thing stunk. It's just really mixed up, you know?
Like I said, the child was missing before that.
Well, and you know, when you go to those big gas stations, you know, Marathon is pretty big ones, you know, around here in Michigan. And, you know, they have large convenience stores, but a lot of times those type of stations, they have surveillance on the gas pumps and on the parking lots. Now, I do know, remembering back from when we talked about this case, and the reason this sticks out to me is because I used to manage the convenience store gas stations for Speedway Super America. You know,
Right.
You know what your surveillance is, and your customers pretty much do too. A lot of times around the side of the building, you don't have your cameras on there. You've got it on your main pumps,
Right.
and he
Especially
parked
back by the dumpster area.
That car would not have the surveillance camera showing if Tangina was or was not there.
And if you were parking and having a child with you, wouldn't it make sense to, you're going to park in front of the store so you can leave the child and run in and grab something and get out?
Well, exactly, but he purposely, I mean, it just really felt to me, you know, not from any psychic standpoint, obviously, but the way it all played out, to me it was like deliberate that he parked in a spot where there's no way they could see.
I felt that immediately, Deb. I got to agree with you. Really, I do. I felt that immediately.
You know, let me ask you. I mean, so what? You know, the police.
The mother knows, yes.
The police got to be thinking the same stuff too. They got to be thinking, hey, this guy.
Sure, they do.
So why not do something about it? Can't they? I mean,
well, because there's several issues. If they think they even know where the child is on private property, there we get into, Brian. How are you going to get on and search their property without probable cause?
I don't know. You need to find a judge.
A PI has a better time doing stuff. They have more rights and more things they can do than a cop does as a PI.
Right, but you know,
obviously, I hate to say it, but you know how I work. I don't worry about probable cause because I don't have to.
Well, that's why you get arrested for trespassing.
Well, like, yeah, you know what? That's only a misdemeanor. So you don't get arrested.
You know, if you help,
well,
if you help find somebody. Go ahead.
The mom was not surprised by this either. That this had happened after her going to work at the mall, because after Tangina supposedly was taken from the Marathon station when he was inside, he went to pick her up from work at the mall, and then they both went back there and they went inside and raised heck in there and wanted to know about surveillance, you know, if he was on the surveillance in there making his purchase and that type of thing, going in and going out and making sure they had that. But they're going through this argument.
Yeah.
They're arguing with the clerk. First of all, you know, the time is lost while he's picking her up from work at the mall when the child is missing, a 2-year-old child is missing. Then the time is wasted spending an extreme amount of time inside that convenience store talking to the clerks and arguing with the clerks and asking questions of them instead of reporting Tangina missing then, too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Something didn't strike me right. I mean,
you know,
logically, even, it didn't strike me right. I don't have to go on a psychic point of view on that one. Even logically, it didn't hit me right.
Okay, let's get another point of view. Kevin, I got your notes. You want to read what you have?
Sure, Brian. This is for Hussein, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, it is. Go ahead.
Yeah? Okay. My meditation, I have dead or severely injured. Sexual assault, male abductor whom has done this before. Mike or Michael is involved. 2215 Norris Drive. He or they will do this again to other young children unless not stopped. And in my notes after the meditation, someone named Mike or Michael may be involved with this case somehow. 2215 Norris Drive may be an address of interest here. One or more people could be involved with abducting and harming young children, and that is all I have.
Thank you, Kevin. Deborah, 2215 Norris Drive, we can check that out easily.
Yeah, find it out, because I'm only 40 minutes from there.
Okay. Thanks, Kevin. We'll definitely look into that. But
I mean, I can be there in 40, 45 minutes.
Okay, so he went in there, wanted to know about the surveillance, which is weird to begin with.
And his mother too, and that seems weird.
And nothing's new on this case, Deborah. No new arrests, no new suspects, nothing.
It's just really sad how little attention Tangina's case gets. She did get a little bit of attention on Nancy, you know, many months ago, but, you know, this just is another one of those that is just kind of forgotten, like so many of them are.
Okay. Yeah, I put the link to the SOS radio show in the chat room. I also put it in Skype for you guys. If you guys want to hear that broadcast, it was some time ago. There it goes. I'm looking up the this case again. I'm also looking up that address that Kevin gave us. Here we go from Free Press. This case just doesn't make sense. And then once again, this is what people are talking about. It doesn't make sense of what happened. You know, the police have got to be all over that. You know, I mean, I don't get. I mean, I guess everybody's innocent until proven guilty, but come on, there's something.
Is that the way it works in your book?
It's the way it's supposed to work.
That's not the way it works in mine. Everyone is innocent until I run a criminal background check.
All right. Okay, Gail, we all know about your new devices. Yes, Gail. Gail investigates everybody now. So.
That's what's, you know, hey, it's come to that point in life.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking at the last article here from I see is October 10th of 2008. You finding anything else, Deborah? Are you looking?
I looked and I found nothing, Brian.
Yeah, there's really not much there. And when Tangina went missing, there was hardly anything to begin with
Gail,
there for her. When the radio show was done, there was hardly anything.
Well, you know, we're back at that minority issue again.
Exactly.
You know that.
I really I hope it's not that. I mean, come on.
It is, Brian. It is.
Well, you know, she was a little blonde, blue-eyed.
That girl that went missing, only 20 minutes from there in Monroe, Michigan, you get all kinds of coverage on that case.
Yep, on Nevaeh's case, exactly.
And now you got, you know, Tangina, and is it quite clear, Ryan?
Okay, well, no, I did.
One too, we've got the makings of that drama in that.
Oh, hold on, I haven't. I did find an article.
It doesn't make sense. It stinks, and so you know that Jerry Springer type stuff is there. You know, so I really hate to think it's the racial part of it.
Well, wait a second now. I did find an article, April 22nd, 2009. The FBI is now offering a $20,000 reward for any information leading to her being located. But that's it.
That's nice. That's nice.
The rest of the stuff is from October.
But you're not hearing. Yeah, you're not hearing anything.
Yeah, are you able to get anything psychically that while we're on the phone? Anything new that I should take notes about?
Well, you know, the only thing I feel is that, you know, you're still looking at a situation where, even though you're thinking this is a city area, this child's still, you know, not that far from this area.
Okay.
And possibly, you know, it is private property.
Alive?
No.
Okay.
No. And, you know, I got to agree with Kevin on that. Not alive. And the only thing I can do, since I'm about 45 minutes from there, is take the dog and go out, you know, and work on everything that we have, put everything, compile the information, print it out, and take it with me. And
well, let's do that as soon as you can, though.
Head out with the dog.
You're not that far away. Can we make this one happen?
Yeah.
I know you're doing a lot. I mean, but we would definitely be interested in this one.
probably can get me a couple people here that'll be willing to go out, or if anybody is within my area or that area where
Okay.
Tangina is missing, if they want to, volunteer to help me out.
Okay.
My one friend that used to go with me, John, passed away.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that.
So that was last year, and so it's been kind of difficult when I travel the area.
Oh, Deborah says she's going to help too.
I'll help you get on. Not that far.
How far away are
It's
you?
over 2 hours to Detroit for me.
There you go.
Okay, good.
Guys, have a good time. I'll be back here.
It's between 45 minutes and an hour for me, so.
Okay,
And I'll see if I can pick up some people from my area. I don't know if I'll get Tamara to go with me, but I'll see if I can pick some people up from my area.
Okay, I'm looking up. I've been looking up 2215 North Drive, Detroit.
I'm not finding it in Detroit. I'm finding that address in other parts of Michigan, but I'm finding it
Did you find in Inkster?
No, I'm not finding anything over in that neck of the woods. I'm finding
We
it
already
in
found
Flint
Inkster,
area.
though, I think.
Finding up,
Yeah, Inkster is there.
yeah, Inkster's there. I'm not finding that Norris Drive near Inkster or anything.
The outskirts of Detroit, and I know Inkster very well. Now,
Marathon Station at Greenfield. Again, there's a lot of information posted on these case files that you can use.
What about your information, Brian? Did you read yours?
Yeah, I already read it to you. You
Yours
weren't paying
the one that's
attention,
at
were you?
Inkster?
Huh?
Mine. Is mine the ones at Inkster or yours?
Yours. Yeah, I don't have anything like that.
What
All I got
does
is
yours say?
all I got is just it says number 4. I'm sorry, wrong one. It's some Army guy took train to Fort Wayne, right? And then that tower and cubes, and that's all I got.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm
I mean, I
familiar.
can do. Oh, if you go there, I'll do a redo on this one definitely. But
yeah,
I didn't get anything as far as death goes.
Chicago, I'll
But
shoot it that way.
I got a drawing of the suspect possibly though. He's got kind of short hair. Could possibly be military.
Well, I don't know Detroit that well, but I can get around.
Right. It says Army, so I mean, it could possibly. I don't know if we checked out relations to anybody in the military or not, but I'll definitely do a redo on this one.
Yeah, that would help. I mean, anything any of us get, it's going to help.
Okay, so when are you leaving?
Now,
Tomorrow morning?
I don't think Reginald put any information in. I think Travis might have.
Nope, just you.
Just me? Okay, then I'm going to have to see if they'll get some information.
Okay, have fun with that.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm going to try. Otherwise, I'm just going to go armed with your information and mine and Kevin's.
Okay. Well, Kevin, if you can get any more on that, we're going to keep looking. Kevin, we're going to keep looking on that.
Do you try Flint as well?
I haven't tried it now.
Deb?
The Flint area is where there was a Norris Drive. Yeah.
Okay, I'll catch it. I'll catch it on the way.
In the Genesee area.
Okay, I'm familiar with that area too.
Okay.
So I can catch Flint, while I'm up there.
Okay. Thanks, Gail. So you heard it. We're gonna Gail and Deborah are gonna go investigate this case. Kevin, I've got your notes here. I'm gonna keep looking too.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Good you coming up in the dress like that. If you get anything else, you know to let us know. Let me show you. This is back to the trace. This is what my wife drew. I posted that on the case, and that could be Tracy. This was for Gail. I'm not sure if that's for the Tracy Ocasio case or not. I don't think I showed that or not yet.
Yeah, and tell your wife I said thank you.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely tell her. And there it is right there. Okay, thanks, Gail. We covered that case.
You're welcome.
Deborah, I know we're going to cover Raji. Anything else on these last couple of cases?
I don't have anything else.
Okay. Kevin, I know that you are offering free meditations. Do you want to talk about that?
Sure, Brian.
Okay. I'm listening.
You may talk right now?
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm doing here is on a short-term basis. I'm offering free meditation. What it is I'm also looking for references out of it, so it's not really a free deal. You have to be willing to give me a reference, and don't sugarcoat it. If you don't think I did a good meditation for you, then you need to tell me so and make it so in your reference. And I can send you the details of that in an email. But what you do is you just send me an email request with one question concerning you or somebody else or something you're involved with, something in your life that you think you need help with or something. And I will do a meditation on it, and I will send you my information on it. And in turn, I would just need a reference from you for a future reference.
Okay.
And that's about it. I mean, you can email me at clarityofawareness@gmail.com for that.
All right, thanks, Kevin. I'm offering on my own site now. I do dream readings for people. I've been asked before, do you do psychic readings and stuff? I said, well, I'm not psychic. I really couldn't do a reading with you, but we figured something out. I've been doing called private dream readings. If you go to my website at www.brianstreams.com/reading, I have the information there of what I do. Basically, I take I have a sheet that you fill out, and you write on there what you would like to know about, and it could be about anything. It could be about relationships, love, finances, lottery numbers, whatever you want. There's no limit to it. You put that on a sheet of paper, and then what I do is you send that to me, via the mail or via email. Usually just email works fine, and I'll take that, I print it out, and I actually fold it up, put it under my pillow like I do everything else, and then I come up with information off that just like I do everything else. So that's dream readings, and that also, if you sign up for that, I do a phone consultation too, and that's free too. There's no time limits or anything. So anyways, it's brianstreams.com/readings if you want to know about that. Deborah, am I missing anything else about the cases? And then we'll cover Aji.
I don't think so.
Okay. Okay, here he is. Here's his picture. Deborah, do you want to do this tonight?
Sure. Aji Desir has been missing since January 10th of this year. Almost 6 months now. It'll be 6 months and 3 days. He's missing from Immokalee, Florida, which is a farm workers village there. Aji's family is Haitian. The language that they speak is Haitian Creole, and Aji understands it, but he only speaks a few words. He functions at approximately age 2, even though he's 6. So he can't tell people that he's missing. He could very well be walking around out there in public, and he can't, tell anyone he's missing, and not enough people know that he's missing, so they can't help him get home. We really need everyone's help to pass his picture around, and we need the media to give him some attention. He hasn't had any attention since Gail was down there in April searching for him in the Immokalee area, and thank you for that, Gail. And you also said that you would go to the Immokalee area and look for him again probably this fall if he's still missing.
I'm going to do my best to get down there in September, October at the latest.
That's wonderful. It's really a shame that for the local news station to do an article on Aji and put him on their local news that he is missing. It takes Gail going down there from Ohio to get their attention for that. The local news has done more for Aji though than some missing persons get. So I'm grateful for what they have done. I just wish they do more. It's just not enough in my eyes. And I guess I'm done. I could go on all night.
All right, thanks, Deborah. For any information you have about Aji, if you want to help out, please go to findaji.com. That's www.findadji.com. Okay, thanks, guys. Thank you, Kevin. Thanks, Deborah, as usual, and thanks, Gail. And we can't wait to hear what happens on that case. So that said, we'll see you guys tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Good night.